Bro, Daffy in the Looney Tunes show specifically. I can't tell you about the other versions of Looney Tunes. That was like in the 30s or whatever. That's past my time. But I will say the Looney Tunes show is probably the best version of the Looney Tunes to me. It's funny, it's hilarious. Check it out if you haven't. But Daffy in the Looney Tunes show is like super mean. And like not like mean as in, oh, he's mean. No, like he's actually like a mean person. Like he's like even not even just towards Bugs, who's his best friend, quotation marks, but like there's other instances as well. So we're gonna take a look at all the instances that Daffy was a bad friend, a bad person in general, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like and sub up, and we're gonna take a look at Daffy and the Looney Tunes show, bro. It starts off in the very first episode, episode 1, bro. Best friends. It's like, bro, basically how it starts is Bugs, they see a game show on TV where it's like best friends and we try to get on a game show. And then it turns out Bugs knows everything about Daffy because they've been staying together forever since the 30s, I guess they're trying to say, because Looney Tunes been out forever. And then Daffy knows nothing about Bug, which is like crazy. This is supposed to be like your best friend of like 400 plus years, however long Looney Tunes been out. And you just don't know nothing about him. Like, not even one thing. And this, bro, it was funny because it was simple stuff. It was like, what is my favorite food? He's a rabbit. You could have said carrot even if you didn't actually know that. And it just turns into this whole thing. Then they end up going on the game show, and it's already bad. It gets so bad to the point where it's like he has to tell Daffy the opposite of whatever you're thinking about me is what should be right. And then it was right. And then he couldn't figure out his catchphrase, which is like he's been saying since the 30s, which is crazy. It was like, bro, it was that whole episode was insane. And like, bro, he just did not care. And then it all ends with him saying, "Oh, I remember your credit card number though. I just used it to pay for it, bro." So it's like he didn't learn his lesson. He didn't care. And it just that it's just off the I'm not editing it out. I did stutter. It's just off the bat like they immediately told you, yeah, Daffy doesn't care. He's a menace to society. Like this dude does not care, and it's just crazy. Like that's supposed to be your best friend. You're staying at his house. You got no money. It's like, bro. It's just, I thought it was funny. He do have some funny moments when he's being mean, but you know, don't be mean to your friends, man. And at least know one thing about your friend. At least one thing. But I just thought that was hilarious, man. It's not funny. Be nice to your friends. Next one, oh my god, this did Porky so bad. This is a Porky life ruin type video, man. Bro, Daffy, it's called The Float. Daffy does not ever respect Porky Pig ever in the Looney Tunes show. I think in other variations, like I said, that was back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, whatever. Pretty sure they're pretty closer than in the Looney Tunes show. In the Looney Tunes show, bro, that man Daffy does not respect him at all. So in this one, bro, I can't even get it out. He basically was like trying to get a new float and like gave an excuse about his kidney to Porky. And Porky ended up giving him, well, he ended up wanting to get a boat. Daffy wanted to get a boat because his float got messed up. He messed it up himself. So Daffy tricked Porky into giving him his life savings, which that might be on Porky. Because you do, well, I'm not editing that out. You know Daffy doesn't like you, and you let him trick you into giving him your life savings, $300,000+ for a boat. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's not funny, but it's Porky, so you know he got to take the blunt of it all. But this is another example where he's just like, I'll say he a straight up dickhead, man, because it's like there's no way. Like it's like at least he didn't do it to Bugs, but the fact that he like Porky is also his friend, his neighbor, whatever the case is. And the fact that he was snooped this low to do that is great. Actually, he did want to get Bugs and try to get him to spend his money. But he scammed Porky out of his money. I don't know. Was this really evil? I mean, it was evil. But it's like, who do we blame there? Do we blame like, it's like the situation where like, if you get scammed, are you blaming the scammer? Or if the scam is so bad that you fell for it, is it your fault? Actually, I'm going to rewrite that. I think Porky's in the wrong here. It's because how you get scammed by a dude like, bro, you know he don't respect you. Actually, I don't think Porky knows that he don't respect him. But still, how you get scammed that easily like that? It's 50-50. It's 50-50. Now, this one isn't as bad, but it is kind of bad. At least he's not screwing over. Well, he is kind of screwing over Bugs. This one is called, I think, Daffy's Esquire, where basically him and Bugs switch roles because he's trying to get his girlfriend, which is crazy that he got a girl and he's this type of way. But he's like, they switch roles. So Bugs is the one that has to be the deadbeat, no type of job, money. And Daffy's the one that looks like he has the super cool job and all that. So basically, he told his friend, go away. I need to impress this girl. But he's like putting him under the bus, making him seem like, well, Bugs doesn't seem that mind by it. Let me be fair and honest about it. But it's still kind of a messed up thing to do. That's why I say it's not as bad as the other ones. But you just like, you shouldn't have to go through these links to impress your girl's dad. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's not as bad as the other one, but it's still kind of a messed up thing to do. Like, I'm paying for everything in the house. I'm doing all this, and you're like, okay, man, this is my house now because I got to impress this girl. He's not even really thinking it through. The funny thing is, Bugs, the dad, I forgot his name, last name Russo, but the dad, ended up liking Bugs more and was telling Tina, hey, you should probably go out with Bugs. He's more fun, energized, which I think is hilarious because it's like, bro, he didn't even like Bugs at first because he was a slacker. Then he found out he was fun. So if Daffy just would have just been himself, then all this would have never happened. It's just kind of crazy. I feel like, I don't know. I would feel some type of way. There's certain things you could do to help your friend get a girl, but it's like, if it's to a point where it's like, you're making me look like a bum now, and now I'm the one that looks like I'm the one getting taken care of and all that, and just like belittles you. I don't know. Maybe I would have took it the wrong way, but bro, it just adds on top. Plus the other stuff that he did before. There's no way I would help you with this after what you did before. Maybe I'm a bad friend. Maybe I'm the bad friend. I don't know. Next one, we got Peel of Fortune. Now, this one was actually a terrible thing to do to Bugs, bro. Like, come on. It's so many instances, bro. Like, Daffy's just a terrible human being, man. Even towards your friends. It's different being a terrible human being to other people. But, bro, being a terrible human being to your friends, it's just over. But basically, this one, Bugs had an idea in his notebook about, like, an automatic peeler. And Daffy took that and took it as his own idea. Bugs, I mean, to be fair, Bugs didn't think it was going to work, so he never really tried it. But Daffy took it and claimed it his own. And then Daffy ended up getting, like, rich off of the idea, which is crazy. And then somehow, I forgot how it went. It somehow made Bugs homeless. Not homeless because they still in the same house, but it's like Daffy took over the responsibilities of having a job and getting all the money. So he still treated Bugs wrong. And it's like, bro. So not only did you steal his idea, you made a lot of money off his idea. And not only did you make a lot of money off his idea, you essentially kicked him out, but not really, but like made it such like, you were such like a menace to society that he wanted to leave. Like, bro, that's insane. Like, that's just crazy. And like I said, to do this to some random person, that's kind of like still mean. But to do it to a friend that lives with you and like the second you start getting, bro, this is like real life. Like the second he started getting money, he switched up pretty much. And it's like, dang. To the point where Bugs had to go back to his old stomping ground from the 30s, like underground, and almost drowned, which is crazy. But like, basically he got a lot of money and switched up on his day ones, pretty much. Which is like, that's just crazy. How could you do that? Especially the Bugs, man. But I just this is bad. Like really looking at this and analyzing this video in my head and out loud, this is bad cap. This real bad cap for Mr. Daffy. And that'll do it, man. Like I said, there's plenty of other instances where Daffy was being a dickhead and a menace to society, but those are the major ones I really want to talk about. Like I said, if you're new around here, make sure you like and sub up. Check out my other TV show related stuff. I do other stuff as well with the TV shows, not just Looney Tunes if you're new around here. And that'll do it. Usually towards the end of the video, like some of y'all make it to the end, some people don't. So if you catch this part, I kind of just be yapping, you know, because we're just here. But we're going to keep growing and keep seeing where this goes, man. Because like I said, not everybody's going to enjoy this style of video where I just sit here and kind of like yap about these shows. But like I said, if you do enjoy this style of video, it ain't nothing fancy around here. It's kind of supposed to be like a FaceTime call kind of where we're just talking. You know, if you leave a comment, I'm most likely to respond while I'm smaller right now. So shoot, get it in there. Pause. That sounded crazy. Good thing most of y'all won't hear that. But Like you said, make sure you like and sub up. And I appreciate everybody that does make it this far. I appreciate people that make it in the first 30 seconds. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. But I'll catch y'all.